Hi everybody in Research Methods class. If we were in class together on March 26th, we would be covering the topic, the Introduction Revisited. You might wonder what that means. Well, what we would have done was worked on our introductions because there was supposed to be a deadline. We're not working under deadlines anymore. The only thing that we need to do is finish our papers by the end of the semester. Now, this is going to sound crazy. I am encouraging people to make up their data. Fill out the surveys, whatever scores you want, just to see how they would come out. I do not expect people to be handing out surveys to other people when considering all that's going on out there in the world. If you're doing yours online, that might be more realistic, but those of you doing face-to-face surveys, paper, pencil, it's just not realistic. So anyway, what would we have been covering today? We would be talking about what goes in to the introduction section. Problem in perspective, that's a paragraph delineating what your paper is going to be about, but hopefully it's an interesting paragraph that makes the reader want to read more of your paper. And then the literature review, that's the second part. And that is exactly why we went to the library, to learn a little bit more about how to find scholarly articles on various topics. Remember that topics do not have to be exactly what your paper is about with regard to the topics of the articles you find. I should have clarified that. So, if you're doing a paper on gaming, you might do your survey about that, but then you might find articles about how people spend their free time or what kinds of activities people like at various ages. Hopefully you find some on gaming, but the point is not all of your articles have to be exactly about your topic. And remember, you're looking for 6 articles at least, if not more. In a real research study that gets published, the lit review can be a few to many pages. I would expect yours to be 2 or 3 pages long, where you will fully explain what the other articles found and what they mean. The third part of the introduction is your hypotheses. You probably remember in this class you need 2. You could have more, but most people use 2. We're going to do either independent t-tests, one group versus the other, perhaps males and females and their score on your survey, or high school versus college students, or people who are under 30 versus people who are 30 and over. That is how an independent t-test would work. Or correlations. What is your survey score versus a person's age? What is your survey score versus how long a person has lived in Arizona? Whatever your topic is, you could do correlations. So you assume everyone is part of the same group, but then 2 scores that are compared to each other. And one of those scores has to be your survey score. So you've probably noticed already that your survey has to add up to something. There's no other way to do statistical comparisons. Either independent t-tests, group A versus group B, or correlations, meaning your survey score versus another score that you're asking them about, such as age, or one correlation and one t-test. That is what you will be testing, but your hypotheses, at least 2, should be predicting those factors. So, that is a very brief video explaining not only what we would have done in class on March 26th, but also how the paper is going to work from now on. You do not need to actually give physical copies of your surveys to people. You are more than welcome to make up data, which, by the way, that's something I've never allowed in this class in 23 years, but we can do that now if needed. And that is how it's going to work from now on. Please let me know what I can do to help you. Call me, email me, Canvas message me, text me, whatever I can do to help. So that's it for now. See you on the next video.